Hello again, dinosaur fans. We got another dino roll, this time of the Iguanodon. This is from Series 3, is letter E. There's 6 in each wave. Here are the other 3 of them there. Another 3 there. Alright, so this is one of the very first, this is only the second dinosaur in history that was named after fossils. So this is one of the very early dinosaur finds. It was first described in 1825 by an English geologist. And they were found all over the world, so it's a whole species of dinosaurs. These things were roaming the late Jurassic period up to the early Cretaceous period. And, you know, science evolves, right? So at first they thought they were just like more like tall alligators. And then the 1800s to early 60s, they thought they were walking more like kangaroos. And now in the 2020s, we're back to back both. Basically, they say they can do both poses. So these things could be up to like 11 meters long, and this one says 9 meters, but Wikipedia says 11, and Wikipedia also says they can weigh perhaps up to 5 tons. They're herbivores, of course, and they're known for having these spiky thumbs, and possibly those are for defense purposes, but who knows, we don't really know. So back into this toy here. I guess it's not a toy, it's just a collectible figure. You have this little credit card and just some sort of QR code that goes to a app that I never go to, but there's the app. And there's a little story on all the other dinosaurs in here in Chinese. And then you have this cardboard. It looks like a postcard, but you can't really use it as a postcard. But it does give you some prediction as to what might be coming in the future, and there might be a lot of these in the future, up to 85 there. You gotta be careful pulling these out of the bag and the foam, because if there's spikes, they might snag the foam and break off. This is a brittle plastic. It's like a rigid polyurethane, I think. Luckily, the Iguanodon is not covered in too many thin spikes, just what's on the back ridge here. So, starting at the bottom here, you can see it's got a nice cartooned fossil here with paint wash and all, and it looks like it's embedded in stone. It's quite nice. No description of the dinosaur itself, though, on the actual product, which is unfortunate. It's rolling this like very geode looking like structure. It looks like a rock, you know, with some funky blues and black dots as well. And so you can see the toes are painted a gray and possibly paint washed or dry brushed with some white or lighter gray after the fact. You can see it's got the spiky thumbs and also some spikes on the outside. They think maybe that was used to grab vegetation, perhaps. Then you have this skin texture that looks very reptilian. It just looks like skin, not quite scales to me, just skin. And the texture changes all over the body. These are more squarish, rectangularish. These are more rounded. And then you got this stubby tail, and you got this nice printing or possibly decals, I don't know, but it's a different, like, lighter green color with a black border, it looks like. And then you have these strange looking growths randomly spotted out around the thing, and you got the row of spikes going down the spine looking good, and there's like an airbrush of a darker color down that spine. You can see the wrinkliness of the neck there going up to the head, and in general it looks like a lizard or some sort of skin of a bird, perhaps. The shading is nice, and you know, it gradiates between different blues to this like aqua base belly thing, and a little bit more of a lighter color there. This beak here is like a gray, and there's like a darker gray at the top. The nostrils do have depth to them, and they're painted black, which is nice. And you can see these glass eyes. They just have this black pupil that's looking upwards, but you can see the pupil, you know, the light casting the shadow there is quite interesting. Okay, there it is looking at us. So that's it. It's just an herbivore that would have been preyed upon by many different animal, it seems, but being 5 tons, I guess it wasn't the easiest prey. Today we'll just look at two almost defenseless looking dinosaurs. This is the Parasaurolophus, the duckbill, essentially. And this is the Memenchisaurus holiness. I don't know. from wave 4. I think that was a big dinosaur though. The mass is what helped prevent things from eating that. But yeah, no major defense mechanisms of the three. I guess this has got the spikes and the thumbs at least. This has the size, but poor old duckbill, that must have been chowed down a lot by the predators. Alright. Okay, well, I remember hearing about this as a kid, and so I guess it's nice to see a three-dimensional rendition, although cartooned, enter the collection. So I appreciate you guys checking this out, and we'll see you the next time we roll on.